Hey everyone, it's me, and today I have had kind of a weird morning. We've had people here. They started yesterday. We're replacing our front porch. It had just gotten old. It had been pressure washed so many times it was almost splintery. So we replaced the entire front porch, and now we're going to have like the columns painted and stuff like that. So I had guys here working literally on the front porch in front of me all morning. But I was determined. I was making this video today, and I was a little constrained with time because I have 2 appointments this afternoon. I have to get a bone density scan, welcome to middle age, and a mammogram. So I'm getting both of those after lunch. So I knew I needed to do this morning or it probably wouldn't get done. So I want to share with you the new Wayne Goss eye palette. It is gorgeous. I knew I would love it. I knew I would love it. And I went to order it and it wasn't in stock yet. The next thing I know, I get a message from Beautylish that they are so kindly and generously sending this to me, and I am so thankful. It's this eye palette. Let me see the name of it. The Luxury Eye Palette, Imperial Topaz. It is just gorgeous. Every color is just beautiful. It reminds me a lot, if you were like me and you liked the NARS Skin Deep palette that I don't think it's sold anymore, that's what this reminds me of. It has that color right there is just so versatile. Just depending on what brush you use, you can get so many different looks from that color. You know, just from a mild crease color to just your darkest color. And I love that there's a black, there's a good shimmer. I think did I use every color? I think I used every color on my lid today. Well, looks like the only one I didn't use, let me swatch them for you real quick. So this is the black. I don't know if they're like literally named. I think they're just numbers. So this is the color I didn't use. It is beautiful. I don't know why I didn't use that. I guess I was kind of doing the look that I've been doing. That is the shimmer that is on the inside. Okay, I love this. It's just it doesn't come off like this you'll see, it comes off not as opaque and just a good like bit of shimmer. It's right here on the inner part of my eye. And then, okay, let me wipe these off. Okay, I have washed those off. Then I went over them with a microfiber. I let them dry because I didn't want that to like change the pigment. Okay, here is the color that I love so much. It is so smooth. Look at how beautiful that is. That just reminds me of like that color in the 70s and 80s, like the long patched coat and stuff. It's just such a good, like, I don't know, 60s color brown. I love it. I guess like cognac or something like that. And then this is a beautiful, not too warm, not too rusty, not too red, warmer tone. For those of you that really love a warmer tone in your crease, I did use, like I said, all of these except for this one. And I am going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to post my Get Ready With Me I had already done like my base, but I did, and it's got a really nice mirror too. It's very nice, just very sleek, classy, just like you would expect. And I did watch his video, and per usual, I so appreciate that he has us in mind. And when I say us, I mean 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, not just someone that's 19, 24, 28 that has no wrinkles on their eyes. I mean, when you are in your 20s, you can use anything. You can use anything and it's going to look good. You can use any brush, you can use any eyeshadow, you can almost use any concealer, you can use it just all looks good. But when you start, I think I noticed it mostly around like 27, 28, 29, that I was having to pay more attention to things, wrinkling or being crepey or being too powdery and stuff like that. So this eye palette is geared towards everyone. So of course someone younger will love it, but he focuses on women like us that, typically may kind of steer away from sparkle and shimmer, but now we don't have to because it's done in a way that every color just blends out perfectly. I also used his brushes. I've told you, I think, like 2 or 3 times how much I love these brushes. Today, I didn't use this one, and I'll be honest, I didn't use a highlighter. If I had used a highlighter, I probably would have used this, but this brush, oh my goodness, I use this brush for, you'll see, I use it for bronzer. Then I'll do my blush. I'll do everything with this brush, and it picks up the product and it puts it on your face, and it's like not dirty anymore. You can just go from like one thing to another with this brush. The same thing with the eye brush. So all of my eye makeup was done with this one brush. It's amazing. And then I use his lip liner. My favorite one is Sepia. I'm pretty sure that's the name of this one. Yes, Sepia. I also like Cinnamon, but Cinnamon is a darker color. It's going to give you more of that reddish, cinnamon type nude. So I used Sepia, and then my favorite gloss is the Hibiscus, I believe, which is so fitting because I love Hibiscus. To me, that is the most gratifying flower to get in the summertime. Those blooms just make me happy in my heart when I see them, and I love having all the different colors. So Hibiscus, very appropriate, and so that gives you just a good, I'm going to blot this and apply the Hibiscus again so you can see the true, I love the pearliness of it. Isn't that beautiful? It's not too sticky, but it has to be somewhat sticky to stay. So I would compare it to, it's not as sticky as Bobbi Brown. I would compare it to maybe a Chanel Glossomer. It's just so pretty. I love it. Then he came out with 3 different eye kohls, the Essential Eye Kohl Pencil. I used every one of them on purpose because I wanted for you to see it. But there's Obsidian, which is and I did the swatches in the video. So there's Obsidian that is a true black. Rich Hazel is the so dark brown that it's almost black. And then Precious Opal is like an almost black. So they're all perfect for me. I have to have a dark liner because what I'm doing with my liner, aside from the fact that I love it, I love wing liner, I'm drawn to it no matter who's wearing it, I love it, but I like to lift my eyes with my liner and my lashes, so you will see that in the video also. Wayne, such a good job as usual. I love your brushes, I love your lip products, I love the lip glosses a little bit more than the lipsticks just because I'm a nude lip lover, and that's just what I like, especially in the summer. Seems like in the summer months I really like a gloss, and the eyeshadow palette is just gorgeous. And so let me do a quick outfit of the day. I want to say I have not, of course, forgotten about my weight loss video, and I have been like just really for the past probably at least a week writing down all the things I want to talk to you guys about, because this time it is so much more than weight loss to me. It is about my health first and foremost. It is about this stage in my life. It is about education. I really, for the first time ever in my life, instead of just doing whatever it takes to lose weight, I really tried to research and open my mind and my brain and get past my fear and everything else to what really is wrong. So be looking forward to those videos. It's going to be several videos because I have several different things to talk to you about, but I'm going to mention some things that really made a difference with me, and I am just so hoping that something I say will make a difference with you. So look forward to those. But today, the reason I thought about this is I am wearing a dress that I bought, I think, I don't even know how many years ago. I mean, I would try to look it up. Maybe it's in my orders on my email. It is I can't remember the name right now. I can't remember the name, but I think I bought it before it was before some big event. I don't know if it was before Reward Style, but I've never been able to wear it, and I have almost taken it to the resale shop. Every time I take things there, I've almost taken it, and I thought, oh, I just love that dress. It's so beautiful. Maybe one day I'll be able to wear it. And every time I lost weight, even though I had lost weight, I still couldn't wear it because, and let me stand up and I'll show you. So here it is. It's one of my favorite colors. It is just my favorite length. It's so Real Housewives of New York, not New York, so Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is my favorite. Actually, I love both of those. I really liked New York when Bethany was on there, and Carol, when they were on there, I got a lot of good outfit inspiration from them. But it is just a straight dress, and put on my Louboutin little wedge type heels that I love so much. And as you can see, it is very fitted and the sides are cut out. So before, even when I lost weight, I never lost enough like circumference. And I never could get this to lay straight so that these didn't gap or fat didn't bulge out, even when I lost a lot of weight. So I will discuss with you in the video what I've done to help with that whole thickness, you know, like that comes in through here. And I'm still working some on my tummy, but I have on just my Skims thongs today. I don't have any shapewear on. I don't have anything. And if you remember, every time I've lost weight, I've had to still, just for certain areas, I would wear like the high-rise thongs that suck me in or whatever, because I could never get rid of that donut. I think I still have it a little bit right here maybe, but I'm working on it. And for accessories, I have on these earrings, which are just gorgeous. I will say they are not as light as the Sheila Fajl hoops, but I just don't wear them all day. They're not, I mean, you can see my ear hole. It's not like pulling down or anything, but they're the average weight, but I just feel like they're so gorgeous. And I believe these are Laura Lombardi. And I have on a new little necklace and charm that Miranda Fry sent me. I feel like it was made for me. I love it so much. It's like a panther or maybe a cougar. Is that more appropriate? That I just love it. And I've just got it on with my regular jewelry that I will list down below. I put on one of my Dean Davidson lapis bracelets with one of the bangles that he gave me, one of Dean Davidson's rings, and I think that's it. So thank you all for being here, and I am going to follow this up with my video of this makeup, and it's just going to be a voiceover because they were literally right here banging on my porch, so there's no way I could do it. But thanks for watching, and I hope to be back tomorrow with maybe one of my first videos. And if you have any questions, leave it below, just any topics or something you want me to discuss. See you then. Bye-bye. Okay, here we go, and I have a thunderstorm going on right now, so if you hear that in the background, that is what it is. Now I am putting on my Laura Mercier Eye Basics in Buff and just rubbing that in. I love this stuff. I use it every day. It just is the best base for me. Okay, I'm using the largest of the Wayne Goss artist brushes, and this is the Buxom bronzer in Backyard Bronze. And I will list everything I used on my face before this down below. So you'll see how, I mean, this is a pretty dark bronzer, but it just puts it on so pretty. So I usually go around my face and do kind of like the shape of my face. Definitely go underneath the jawline and down the neck some. Then I kind of evaluate, you know, how much darker I need to make my face to kind of match my body. So that's what I'm doing here. And then this brush is so good. Once you get the majority of the product off, like on your cheeks, then you can kind of go all over your face and do that. Okay, this is one of my favorite Tarte blushes. I cannot remember the name, but it'll be down below. It's the corally, sparkly one. I just love it. I'm just using that same brush. I didn't even wipe it off. Everything comes off really nice. Okay, this is the lip liner in Sepia. Just doing my normal lip line.
And with this color, you can literally put on just about any lipstick or lip gloss because it's just like my lip color, just a little bit darker. Okay, this is the Wayne Goss lip gloss in Hibiscus. It's beautiful. It's one of those kind of a pearly peach color. Feels really good on. There's no like grittiness or anything. Now I'm going to do my brows. I've been loving this. I think it's called Halos. Oh, I can't remember. Halos something brow pencil from Target. And this is the neutral brown. And this is the one that is kind of, it's a thicker pencil. It's kind of got like the wedge tip. And it stays on very well. And it has a brush on the other end. And in the summer, I usually am a little bit quicker and less with my makeup, so I just usually put this on, brush it out, and go. I have not even been using brow gel at all. Arches and halos, that's what it is. So now I'm going to take the smallest brush and start in with my eyes, and I'm going to use that color that I was telling you I love so much and kind of get all over that brush, all the way around. And see, when you go in your crease, it's kind of like gets above where the brush is and below it. It just makes the prettiest, softest crease color. And I kind of start with this just to frame my eyes. And you know, all of this is going to be a little different because as you can see, my eyes are deep set. So I'm kind of going on that bone. Okay, and then I'm taking the very tip of that brush and going underneath with the same shade and then just connecting it to the top. I just want a teeny bit of something under there, but nothing too much. That's all the shadow that I do underneath my eyes. Okay, now I'm going in with the lightest color, which is kind of like a light shimmer, and doing my eyelids. It's very smooth and pretty. You'll love it. As you can see, it's not too white. It's just very subtle, just enough pigment. And then I'm doing the inner corners with that same color. And the point of that brush is so good. Okay, now I'm realizing I did not use my setting spray to take kind of the powdery look away, so that was the Morphe setting spray. Okay, that was Obsidian. This is the brown one. I can't remember the name right now. And then, okay, the one in the middle is the bronze shimmer. I'm starting out with the matte black. And I love the way these really get down in your lashes. It's like a true kohl, but it wasn't like as smudgy as like Max Smolder or something like that. It still stayed, and it's still right now hours later stayed. And when you go to smudge it, it doesn't like smudge away. Like I know the Chanel Kohl pencil, I like it, but when you go to smudge it like that, it creates like little holes that you have to go back and fill in. This wasn't like that. I was basically doing it just so that the top of the line wasn't so stark. And so I wanted to use all three pencils. So this is the, I can't remember. No, this isn't the blackest one. This is the one that's a dark matte brown. Which is really my favorite color to use. And so now I'm just kind of blending out that top. Now I'm using the Obsidian, the black one, for my wing. And it's a pencil that you can really get a sharp tip. So you can see the difference in the black and the brown there. I've gotten where I use black and brown a lot. Usually what I'll do is use black on the lid and then brown for the wing. But here I was just kind of experimenting. I knew they would all look good. And I also know I'm going to put on lashes. And I'm just kind of filling in that wing so that it kind of lifts my eye. I don't want the wing to go down and then go back up. I kind of like it to go somewhat straight across. Okay, now I'm going over the top with the precious opal. I knew I was going to say it, with the opal color, which is like a shimmery bronze. I just wanted to kind of go over that top with it. And you can see how pretty it is. It has just like a little bit of shimmer. All three pencils are just really pretty. I kind of smeared that wing out too much, so I took my Benefit liner, roller liner in brown, and just kind of fixed that a little bit. Now I'm taking that glittery color in the palette and just putting a little bit of that subtle glitter on my eyes. It kind of is like a glaze. It just goes right over what you have there. It's not opaque. So you could probably put it over any color and it would look pretty. I wanted to use all the colors for you to see them, so I think now I'm going to go into that warm color, but I didn't want it to be too warm, so I put a little bit of the saddle type color in there too. And then I thought, well, I want to use the black, so I just put a little bit of the black over the end of the wing just to kind of smudge it out some. And then I was thinking to myself, I wanted something a little bit darker in the outer crease. So I took a little bit of the black mixed with the brown and kind of just flicked it in from the wing. Just with the very tip of the brush. Now I'm using the black Dior Pump and Volume mascara on the top, and I'm trying to get all the way to the roots of my lashes, and then I try to focus too on getting on the inside, because I know that I trim my lashes so much that I need some good lashes on the inside of my eyes to kind of pair up with the outer lashes. Okay, on the bottom I used the brown Dior Pump and Volume brown mascara. These are the Kiss Jubilee lashes. I use them about halfway across, and it's a duo dark glue, but it's still gray, and you can kind of see it in there. But it does dry, but it's not, if you want really, really, really black glue, the Star Glue from Amazon is really black. I really like Duo because I think it's easier to get off and to preserve your lashes to use over and over. So I'm just putting the lashes down, and now I'm taking the black roller liner and I'm going to put a little bit on the inside just to blend those lashes in. And this is going to be it. I don't have a good ending because I didn't think that far. But thank you guys for watching, and I will probably see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.